WAEC INFOBOX.
Education is a passport to a great future, as tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. And the function of education is to teach one to think critically and intensively. Hello and welcome to WAEC INFOBOX, a program brought to you by the West African Examination Council, the foremost examination body in the conduct of credible examinations in Africa. My name is Roja Morakinyo.
On the news, WAEC confirms dates for the commencement of the West African Senior School Certificate Examinations for 2020. The West African Senior School Certificate Examination will begin on the 17th of August 2020. This was contained in a statement by the spokesperson of the Federal Ministry of Education, Mr. Ben Gung. According to Mr. Gung, the candidates will have 2 weeks within which to prepare for the examinations, a statement confirmed by the Public Affairs Department of the West African Examinations Council. And in another development, the West African Examinations Council has released the timetable for the 2020 West African Senior School Certificate Examination. The statement, signed by Demianus Ujijiogu, WAED Ed, Public Affairs, enjoined the general public to disregard all other timetables that have been in circulation. He, however, advised all candidates and stakeholders involved in the examination to abide by the rules and regulations guiding the conduct of the examination. WAEC released West African Senior School Certificate Examinations 2020 Examination Protocol. The West African Examinations Council have released guidelines on the conduct of the West African Senior School Certificate 2020 School Candidates Examinations. This was disclosed by the head of National Office WAEC Nigeria, Mr. Patrick Aregan, at a press conference held at the Council's headquarters in Lagos. Mr. Patrick Aregan said that due to the new reality in conducting examinations in the COVID-19 pandemic era, the Council have taken due cognizance of the measures and protocols rolled out by the federal government of Nigeria aimed at checking the spread of the pandemic. The head of National Office disclosed that the Council have put together all these measures in a pamphlet which will be circulated to all stakeholders for necessary guidance. Mr. Aregan mandated that all schools involved in the examination must provide hand-washing apparatus with running water for washing hands, soaps, hand sanitizers, and thermometer and guns to check the temperatures of all candidates. He also said that social distancing protocol shall be strictly adhered to. All examination stakeholders, including the council staffs, supervisors, invigilators, inspectors, candidates and school officials will be required to wear face masks throughout the duration of the examination. The head of National Office, however, called on the government and corporate organizations to assist the council with the donation of personal protective equipment to help tackle the pandemic and to ensure our AIDS-free examination.
WAEC INFOBOX.
WAEC began e-registration of West African Senior School Certificate Examinations 2020 for private candidates. The West African Examinations Council have announced the commencement of e-registration for attending private candidates of West African Senior School Certificate Examinations for the year 2020. This was disclosed in a statement on its official Twitter handle at WAEC Nigeria, stating that the registration commenced on Wednesday, July 10, 2020. The registration will be done online by all intending candidates after obtaining the registration PIN. Candidates are expected to log on to www.waeconline.org.ng. It is also stated that candidates should note that the registration has been designed to accommodate biometric features that will be used for validation at the examination centers. The Council also revealed that candidates with special needs are also expected to be registered online, stating clearly their impairment. Their registration is expected to be completed within 2 weeks of access to the website during the registration period, and all candidates must be prepared to observe all COVID-19 regulations.
My name is Adiza Savage. I'm Personal Secretary to the Head of National Office WAEC Nigeria. This is WAEC INFOBOX. It will educate you. Please keep watching.
Hello, dear candidates. My name is Dr. Amos Josiah Dangut, Deputy Registrar, Test Development Division, WAEC, Lagos. Welcome to examination tips on WAEC INFOBOX. I have here tips that will help you to attain success in the examination. The tips have been divided into before and during the examination. And to commence the talk, we shall begin by looking at the preparations before the examination day. And the first point I'll be talking about is creating ample time for the preparation. And for you to have enough time to study all the subjects adequately, it will be advisable and wise to set up a personal study time so that all the subjects are given adequate time for you to prepare. Now, you will also need to take a look at the examination timetable, study the examination, and note the dates and the days for which you have the examination that will enable you to prepare adequately. Because we have instances where students do not even know the day and the time for an examination. You can imagine the confusion that will arise when you wake up this morning and you realize that you have an examination coming up in the morning. So there is quite a need to look at the examination timetable. Now, for you to adequately get prepared, you will need, on a very important note, the WAEC examination syllabus. You will also need to have the chief examiner's reports, which I'm going to talk about later, and you will also need to have by your side the past questions. Now, for your personal study time, many students do not know or fail to keep away distractions, such that as soon as they begin preparation, begin reading, their younger ones come in, music begin to blast in from outside, calls begin to come in from their GSM handset. Some will even be thinking of the games that they have beside them, the computer games. So it's advisable that all sorts of social media and computer games are put away to avoid distractions. And finally, on this creating ample time for the examination, it is advisable for you to get to the examination hall in good time. This will avoid you rushing to the exam time and the supervisor says you are late, because we don't allow lateness into examination hall. And if you manage to get there on time, you realize that you'll be sweating, your mind is disorganized, and in such a state of mind, you will not be able to be at your best. Stay away from all forms of examination malpractice.
WAEC INFOBOX.
Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way, with a will to win, the desire to succeed, and the urge to reach your full potential. All these keys are needed to unlock the door to personal excellence in life endeavors. However, despite putting great effort, we as humans can be limited by circumstances beyond our abilities, bringing us to daunting crossroads. We strive to move forward, but stagnant with nowhere to turn, seeking assistance, but no one to help. It is in view of this that the West African Examinations Council, through this platform, WAEC INFOBOX, present to you this humanitarian initiative, Help in the Mirror. This corporate social responsibility endeavor of the West African Examinations Council is to identify, locate, and support indigent students across Nigeria and offer them who cannot afford the money to register to write the WAEC examinations the free ticket to do so. Are you a person with disability, a Nigerian student hoping to register and sit for WAEC examination but do not have the means of doing so? The West African Examinations Council, the mirror of academic excellence in West Africa, in collaboration with its development and corporate partners, are ready to make your dream a reality. Talk to your school authorities today for WAEC to identify you anywhere you are in Nigeria. School principals and head teachers who have identified indigent students should contact Demianus Ojidioku, WAEC Public Affairs Officer through WAEC INFOBOX makes a clarion call to you and all philanthropic organizations and individuals to join us in this project. Help in the mirror. Even if you choose to pay WAEC fees of only one student, it will make an impact. To make a donation, call WAEC INFOBOX on telephone number 0809-529-7606. Are you a corporate body and interested in buying into this laudable initiative? You are welcome to join us as we prepare Nigeria for the future together.
WAEC INFOBOX.
Oh, WAEC, I don't know.
West African Examination Council.
West African Examination Council.
West Africa Examination Council, yeah.
It's West Africa Examination Council.
West African Examination Council.
West African Examinations Council.
In another development, WAEC advised candidates against examination malpractice. The West African Examinations Council have implored all candidates sitting for the 2020 West African Senior School Certificate Examinations to shun any act of examination malpractice during the examination. Speaking at a press conference at the Council's headquarters, the Head National Office, WAEC Nigeria, Mr. Patrick Aregan, declared that despite the prevailing situation and new reality of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Council will not lower its high standards condoning cheating during the forthcoming WASSCE examination. The Head National Office admonished schools and candidates to resist the temptation of patronizing dubious websites and individuals who claim to have examination questions at their disposal, saying that hard work and commitment is needed by the candidates to achieve success.
WAEC INFOBOX.
WAEC reiterates commitment to conduct the West African Senior School Certificate Examinations for school candidates in 2020. The West African Examinations Council have declared its readiness for the conduct of the much-awaited West African Senior School Certificate Examinations for school candidates in the year 2020. Mr. Patrick Aregan, the Head National Office, WAEC Nigeria, affirmed that the examination was postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Head of National Office also disclosed that a total of 1,549,463 candidates have registered for the examination, cutting across 19,129 schools, out of which 786,421 are males and 763,042 are females. And that's the news on WAEC INFOBOX. Welcome back. You're still watching WAEC INFOBOX. As an examination body, it is imperative to connect with our stakeholders regularly. This has helped us as a council to regularly do an assessment of its operations in order to make it better. This is WAEC Socials.
Welcome to WAEC Socials. My name is Demianus Ojidioku, the Head of Public Affairs, WAEC Nigeria. WAEC Socials is a segment of this program where we take questions from you, which we receive via our social media handles like Twitter and Facebook. Look, Josh, thank you for reaching us via our Facebook page. You're asking how you can get your lost certificates again. We're sorry about your loss. Please be informed that WAEC we don't issue a certificate twice, but there are alternatives available for people like you who have lost their certificates. One of them is that you can apply for confirmation of results at the office nearest to you, or you can apply for attestation of results. Thank you, Gabriel. You were asking about the timetable for WASSCE for private candidates. We want you to please visit our website, registration.waecdirect.org, to download the timetable. Shegu wants to buy the PIN, the registration PIN for the WASSCE for private candidate exam. Shegu want to refer you to the money deposit banks nearest to you. If there is none available now, you can go to our office nearest to you to buy the PIN and use that for the exam. At Circular74, thank you for reaching us via our Twitter handle at WAEC Nigeria. You're asking about how you are going to retrieve your photo card. Please be informed that you can actually retrieve your photo card in any WAEC office nearest to you. Go there with an affidavit, your passport photograph, and then they will retrieve it and print out your result for you. At Nifty_Wise, if I get you asking for how you can collect your original certificate for private candidate exam. Kindly know that private candidates of our exam usually collect their certificates in the WAEC office located in the state where they start the examination. Please go there from 9 a.m. from Monday to Friday with a passport photograph, a printout of your results, and an application letter, as well as the sum of 3,550 naira. Note that if your certificate has stayed in our custody for more than 4 years, you will be expected to pay a custody fee.
My name is Mrs. Omolini Hassan. I'm the Deputy Registrar and Controller of the Aptitude Test Department, WAEC Nigeria. WAEC INFOBOX is back, and I know that you are going to learn and you are going to see a lot in the weeks to come. Just keep watching.
WAEC INFOBOX.
Over the years, the West African Examinations Council have produced and celebrated exceptional students in its examinations. These champions have gone on to achieve great strides in their academic pursuit. On the academic champions today, we have Sheung Ara Arotiba, who emerged the best candidate of the West African Senior School Certificate Examinations for 2018.
One's upbringing and background does a lot in shaping a person's consciousness towards a lot of things in life, spiritual things and academic affairs included. So right from time, my parents have always been very academically inclined. They would ask you, have you done your assignment? You're supposed to be reading and those sort of things. So they usually, well, we felt it was pressure at that time that they are pressuring us, but it did a lot in shaping our attitude towards our academics and making sure that we always strived to excel and to make them proud.
I won't say there was anything special about him when he was growing up. Like, it was just the same attitude like his brothers. But one thing I always do is I always tell them to study hard. All his brothers, it was the same process. So when he did his own GCE, 9 subjects, he had A1 in 8. The only place where he had B2 was Greek. And it was a subject that he didn't want to do, but I forced him to do it. He came back and said, "Daddy, you are the one that spoiled my result." I said, "I did not spoil your result. Is it because of the B2? He said, "Yes." I said, "Yes, I did not spoil your result." In WAEC, you have the opportunity. At least in WAEC, you will not blame me. That is why even he had to drop that Greek. He didn't do it in WAEC because he felt, he didn't tell me he dropped it, because he felt that was what spoiled his GCE result. So when the result came that he had A1 in all the subjects, the first thing my mind went to was, this guy is the best in West Africa.
Funnily enough, it has always been like an expectation, or would I say an ambition I had, to have the best WASSCE result in West Africa for my set. And let me describe how it happened. So in 2015, I had finished my junior NECO exams and everything, and then my other brother was opportune to attend one of the award ceremonies for outstanding WASSCE candidate of the year 2014. So it was in 2015 they were rewarded. So he brought home the manual, and then I was like, wow, excited. WAEC, let's see how they reward. So I checked it, and there was a page. There were some pages showing the history of the winners of the award, and then I looked at it and I saw that in the earlier years, the first year it was a Nigerian that won, so I was proud. My country, Nigeria, were doing well. So I checked. Nigeria dominated from the turn of the 21st century, 2000, 2001, up to 2007. Then I noticed that from 2008 up till the year of award, that's the 2014 award, Ghanaians had been sweeping the award. I was in Jersey, then I was like, why now? It was just Ghanaians dominating, and I was like, I was just prepared. Something was prepared inside of me that how come Nigeria is the most populated and then Ghanaians are dominating? So I was like, I said, I wish maybe in my year I would feature in this award list too. At least let Nigeria win once more. And so it was from just 3. But I the goal kind of laid low as I continued my secondary education. I didn't really put into much thought until I was faced with the exams, and then that's when I started praying. And then, but I prayed it with unbelief because I didn't really think myself capable or intelligent enough. I was like, even the whole of West Africa, how is that possible? But I still prayed it through sharp.
To be honest, I wasn't really surprised because I don't know. I had the opportunity to attend the WAEC conference where they awarded the 2014 winners, of which a Ghanaian won it, and I was like, I'm not really bothered about it actually. But after my WAEC, I was like, so when his GC came out and he had it is, then I was like, I now remembered that I attended one conference and they awarded the winners. I was not like, God, I now pray to God that God should crown his effort with success. And when I heard the news, I was elated and I was not really surprised because I was kind of expecting it.
But I just thank God that he has made it. He has made the country proud. He has made the school proud. He has made the family proud. And that is it. And I want to advise those students out there that they need to study and study well. Because I remember Shewara is the type that read a lot. In the toilet, this boy will carry his notes to the toilet to read. I will tell him that, how many minutes will you spend in the toilet? And after freshening up, we just drop the thing in the sink, in the wash hand base. I said, bros, go and take your notes in the toilet. And that is the kind of person he is.
Okay, as an elder brother, I want to tell him to keep working hard and being diligent, because I've noticed that he has established a balance between his social life and his academic life. So I want him to continue doing that, and with this, the sky will just wouldn't be the limit for him.
Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way, with a will to win, the desire to succeed, and the urge to reach your full potential. All these keys are needed to unlock the door to personal excellence in life endeavors. However, despite putting great effort, we as humans can be limited by circumstances beyond our abilities, bringing us to daunting crossroads. We strive to move forward, but stagnant with nowhere to turn, seeking assistance, but no one to help. It is in view of this that the West African Examinations Council, through this platform, WAEC INFOBOX, present to you this humanitarian initiative, Help in the Mirror. This corporate social responsibility endeavor of the West African Examinations Council is to identify, locate, and support indigent students across Nigeria and offer them who cannot afford the money to register to write the WAEC examinations the free ticket to do so. Are you a person with disability, a Nigerian student hoping to register and sit for WAEC examination but do not have the means of doing so? the West African Examinations Council, the mirror of academic excellence in West Africa, in collaboration with its development and corporate partners, are ready to make your dream a reality. Talk to your school authorities today for WAEC to identify you anywhere you are in Nigeria. School principals and head teachers who have identified indigent students should contact Demianus Ojidioku, WAEC Public Affairs Office, on through WAEC INFOBOX. Makes a clarion call to you and all philanthropic organizations and individuals to join us in this project. Help in the mirror. Even if you choose to pay WAEC fees of only one student, it will make an impact. To make a donation, call WAEC INFOBOX on telephone number 0809-529-7606. Are you a corporate body and interested in buying into this laudable initiative? You are welcome to join us as we prepare Nigeria for the future together. That's it for today on WAEC INFOBOX. We hope to see you back here, same station, same time.
She cries. She cries in anguish and in pain. She bears the scourge of her grief. She toils